99% of travelers come to Peru for Machu Picchu. They're making a huge mistake. Because while Machu Picchu is one of the most spectacular archaeological sites on Earth, Peru is so much more than a single destination. This is a country where deserts meet the Pacific Ocean, where ancient civilizations built cities high in the clouds, where colorful mountains rise above the Andes, where the Amazon rainforest covers nearly 60% of the land, and where some of the best food in the world is served on ordinary street corners. Most people arrive in Peru with one place on their bucket list, but they leave talking about a dozen others. So if you're planning a trip or simply dreaming about one, here's why Peru may be the most fascinating country in Latin America. Stretching along the western coast of South America, Peru is one of the continent's most diverse countries. At first glance, it might seem similar to its neighbors, but Peru offers something unique. In a single trip, you can experience towering mountains, colonial cities, ancient ruins, vast deserts, tropical jungles, and world-famous cuisine. The country is divided into three major regions: the Pacific Coast, the Andes Mountains, and the Amazon rainforest. Each region feels like a completely different country. That's one reason Peru continues to attract millions of travelers every year. Not because of one attraction, but because every few days, the entire landscape changes. One morning, you're watching surfers ride waves on the Pacific coast. A few days later, you're hiking through mountains above the clouds. And before your trip ends, you could be spotting monkeys deep in the Amazon. Very few destinations offer this level of variety, and that's what makes Peru special. Most international travelers arrive in Lima, and unfortunately, many leave too quickly. For years, Lima was seen as little more than a gateway to Cusco and Machu Picchu. But today, many travelers consider it one of South America's most underrated capitals. Located along dramatic cliffs overlooking the Pacific Ocean, Lima combines modern urban life with centuries of history. One of the best places to start exploring is Miraflores. This coastal district is clean, walkable, and packed with restaurants, parks, and ocean views. Malecon, a scenic coastal promenade stretching for miles along the cliffs, offers some of the best views in the city. Here, you'll see joggers, cyclists, dog walkers, and even paragliders floating above the Pacific Ocean. As the sun begins to set, the coastline transforms into one of the most beautiful urban landscapes in South America. Just south of Miraflores lies Barranco. Known as Lima's artistic and bohemian district, Barranco feels completely different. Colorful murals cover building walls, small cafes line the streets, musicians perform in public squares, and every corner seems designed for photography. The district is especially popular during the evening when locals gather to enjoy food, drinks, and live music. For travelers looking to experience modern Peruvian culture, Barranco is a must-visit. But Lima isn't only about modern neighborhoods. Its historic center tells a different story. Colonial churches, grand plazas, and centuries-old buildings reveal Peru's Spanish influence. Walking through the historic district feels like stepping back in time. And yet, despite all its attractions, Lima remains one of the most overlooked cities in South America. Just outside Cusco lies one of Peru's most impressive archaeological sites. Welcome to the massive Sacsayhuaman. At first glance, it looks like a fortress. But what truly amazes visitors is the stonework. Some stones weigh more than 100 tons, yet they fit together with astonishing precision. No modern cement, no metal reinforcement, and somehow these structures have survived earthquakes that destroyed much newer buildings. How the Incas accomplished this remains one of history's great engineering mysteries. Standing among these massive stones, it's impossible not to admire the ingenuity of a civilization that flourished centuries before modern technology. And Sacsayhuaman is only the beginning, because the greatest Inca sites still lie ahead. Many travelers rush through the Sacred Valley on their way to Machu Picchu. But in truth, that's a mistake, because the Sacred Valley is one of the most beautiful regions in the entire country. The first major stop is Pisac. Known for both its archaeological ruins and vibrant local market, Pisac offers spectacular mountain views and a glimpse into traditional Andean life. Next, we visit Ollantaytambo. Unlike many historical sites, this isn't just an ancient ruin. Indeed, it's a living town. People still walk streets originally built by the Incas. Water channels continue flowing through stone pathways, and towering ruins overlook the valley below. Then we explore More, a series of massive circular terraces carved into the landscape. Historians believe the Incas used these terraces as agricultural laboratories to test crops under different conditions. Nearby, you'll find the famous Mara salt mines. Thousands of white salt pools cascade down a hillside like a giant staircase. The sight is truly unforgettable. Many travelers later admit that the Sacred Valley became one of their favorite parts of Peru, not because it's famous, but because it feels authentic. Ask experienced travelers what surprised them most about Peru. Many will give the same answer: the food. Peru has quietly become one of the world's most respected culinary destinations. And unlike some countries where famous restaurants are reserved for luxury travelers, incredible food can be found almost everywhere. The country's cuisine reflects centuries of cultural influence. Indigenous traditions blend with Spanish, African, Chinese, and Japanese heritage. The result is something entirely unique. Let's start the journey with ceviche. Often considered Peru's national dish, ceviche consists of fresh fish marinated in lime juice, onions, chili peppers, and herbs. Simple ingredients, extraordinary flavor. Then there's lomo saltado, a dish that perfectly demonstrates Peru's multicultural history. Tender strips of beef are stir-fried with onions, tomatoes, and soy sauce, then served with rice and fries. It sounds unusual, it tastes incredible. Street food lovers should try anticuchos, grilled meat skewers cooked over charcoal and served throughout the country. And no visit would be complete without tasting a Pisco sour, Peru's famous cocktail. Many travelers arrive expecting amazing landscapes. They leave obsessed with Peruvian cuisine. Some even plan return trips for the food alone. From Lima, most travelers head toward Cusco, and this is where Peru begins to feel truly magical. Situated more than 3,400 meters above sea level, Cusco was once the capital of the Inca Empire. Today, it's one of the most fascinating cities in South America. The moment you arrive, you'll notice something different. Ancient stone walls support colonial buildings. Narrow streets wind through centuries of history, and everywhere you look, the past feels alive. The city's central square, Plaza de Armas, serves as the heart of Cusco. Surrounded by churches, restaurants, and historic architecture, it's the perfect place to begin exploring. Nearby, San Pedro Market offers a glimpse into everyday Peruvian life. Fresh fruit, local snacks, traditional foods, handmade crafts. It's one of the best places to experience local culture. But before you start hiking mountains or exploring ruins, there's an important travel tip. Take altitude seriously for your safety and comfort. Many visitors arrive in Cusco and immediately begin sightseeing. Big mistake. The high elevation can cause headaches, dizziness, fatigue, and shortness of breath. Spend your first day walking slowly. Stay hydrated. Rest when necessary. Your future self will thank you. After days of exploring Peru, the moment finally arrives. Machu Picchu, one of the new 7 wonders of the world, one of the most photographed destinations on Earth, and perhaps the most famous site in South America. But after all the hype, is it actually worth visiting? The answer is yes, absolutely. Even if you've seen thousands of photos, even if you've watched dozens of videos, nothing truly prepares you for seeing it in person. The journey itself is part of the experience. Some travelers choose the scenic train ride through the Andes. Others spend several days hiking the legendary Inca Trail. Both routes offer unforgettable views. And then suddenly, there it is. Ancient stone structures emerging from mountain peaks, clouds drifting through the valleys, terraces carved into impossibly steep slopes. The setting feels almost unreal. One of the biggest mistakes visitors make is rushing through. Slow down, explore, sit quietly, take in the scenery, because this isn't simply another tourist attraction. It's one of the world's most remarkable places. If Machu Picchu represents Peru's history, Rainbow Mountain represents its natural beauty. Located deep within the Andes, Rainbow Mountain has become one of Peru's most famous hiking destinations. The mountain's colorful appearance comes from mineral deposits accumulated over millions of years. Red, yellow, green, purple. The landscape looks almost unreal. But reaching the summit isn't easy. The trail sits at an altitude of over 5,000 meters. Even experienced hikers often find themselves struggling for breath. The key is preparation. Spend several days acclimatizing in Cusco before attempting the hike. Bring layers. Temperatures can change quickly, and start early to avoid crowds. The effort is demanding, but the views make every step worthwhile. Here's something many first-time visitors don't realize. Nearly 60% of Peru is covered by Amazon rainforest, and yet many tourists never see it. That's unfortunate, because the Peruvian Amazon offers an entirely different adventure. The city of Puerto Maldonado serves as the gateway. From there, travelers journey by boat into the rainforest. The deeper you go, the more extraordinary the experience becomes. Monkeys swing through trees, colorful macaws fly overhead, caimans emerge after sunset, and if you're lucky, you may even spot pink river dolphins. Life moves differently here. There are no mountain views, no ancient ruins, no bustling cities, only rivers, forests, and wildlife. It's a reminder of how incredibly diverse Peru truly is. Before planning your trip, avoid these common mistakes. Number 1, don't underestimate altitude. Many travelers feel miserable because they try doing too much too soon in Cusco. Number 2, don't spend only one day in Lima. The city deserves more attention. Number 3, don't make Machu Picchu your entire itinerary. Some of Peru's best experiences happen elsewhere. Number 4, bring layers. Peru's climate changes dramatically depending on where you are. And finally, come with an open mind, because Peru will almost certainly exceed your expectations. Peru isn't just home to Machu Picchu, it's a country of extraordinary contrasts. Ancient civilizations, modern cities, towering mountains, vast rainforests, unforgettable food, and experiences that stay with you long after the journey ends. So yes, visit Machu Picchu, but don't stop there. Explore the Sacred Valley, wander through Cusco, watch the sunset in Lima, hike Rainbow Mountain, venture into the Amazon. Because the biggest mistake travelers make in Peru isn't missing Machu Picchu, it's never discovering everything else. And once you've experienced the real Peru, you'll understand why so many people return again and again. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.